Welcome to UWS News. I'm Nial Connacher. Young adults are leading by example in the run-up to Christmas. Fewer 15 to 30-year-olds are binge drinking according to the latest NHS Scotland report. We sent reporter Isla Todd out to find more.
Alcohol sales have increased by 10% in Scotland over the last 80 years. However, the latest Health Board figures show the number of young adults being admitted to hospital due to excessive alcohol consumption has fallen.
I only ever drink when I drink with my flatmates. I'm not much of a drinker myself. More of a sports person, so I don't drink that much. But no one's really been drinking much recently. Probably just because they're out of money. But
it's mainly because we're here in uni, we've got a lot of assessments coming up, a lot of people are working a lot more, and I definitely think that we are drinking a lot less because there's just not the time, energy or whatever. We've just got to sit in most nights and just study, do assessments and that.
Well, usually just because of my schedule with uni and that, I've been more drinking at the weekends really, but probably not been drinking as much because I'm trying to save money to buy things for people for Christmas, but then when Christmas does roll around, I'll probably like nights out and stuff like that, and Christmas Day and Boxing Day I'll probably be drinking, yeah.
The news isn't been good. While the deaths related to alcohol are down, Scotland still has one of the highest rates in Europe, and the number of people dying from alcohol-related causes is 2.5 times higher today than it was 30 years ago.
The Scottish Government is taking action to tackle the problem. Ministers hope the introduction of minimum alcohol pricing, which will come into force next year, will curb deaths. However, opponents to the legislation continue to challenge it in the courts. This is Isla Todd for UWS News.
The Scottish Government is being put under pressure to help more young people gain access to work placements. More than 100,000 16 to 24-year-olds in Scotland are currently unemployed. Today, young people will be speaking with the Education Secretary to discuss the issue. Jack Walsh reports.
Getting a foot in the door in any industry seems to be a problem many young people are facing. With unemployment levels for young Scots at more than 100,000, the key for many is to put the onus on Scottish ministers to help get people on the career ladder. The Scottish Youth Parliament reckons 2/3 of young people are struggling to find work placement. Students here at UWS know what it's like to struggle to find a placement.
Know when it comes to games development, because most of the developers they're tightly wound sort of thing, so they don't tend to hire out with.
Definitely, yeah. Even applying for graduate programmes, you write to them, apply, and they still come back to you saying, no, can't take it, so many level qualifications, such high volumes of applicants. It can get pretty depressing at times.
But it also is hard for students to tap into the placement market because they don't know where the placements are. They might know what's suitable to their course. They've also got to rely on companies taking students on, which is maybe not always the case because they might not be able to fit things in to their time frames. So if they're busy, they might not have opportunities for students to take for time to mentor a student through a placement. And also some placements are further afield than the local area, and certainly in UWS our students are not always able to go further afield due to family commitments and part-time jobs and things as well that do influence a student getting.
Education Secretary Mike Russell and a team of 6 ministers are holding a summit with more than 100 young people to discuss solutions to the problem. Jack Walsh, UWS News.
Childline is showing its biggest increase in calls since its launch in 1986. The latest figures show a 68% increase in contacts to the charity over self-harm, mostly from girls. The charity are citing modern technology as the cause for the increase, with texting, social networking and websites making it difficult for children to escape pressures such as bullying. This year, Childline has so far provided more than 16,000 counselling sessions about self-harm. Tina Park's ban list for 2013 has been announced. Bellado is set to host big names like Rihanna, The Killers and Mumford & Sons. These announcements are ahead of the early bird tickets which go on sale this Friday. Hannah Gibson has more.
The festival began here over 20 years ago with bands like Oasis, Blur, Manic Street Preachers and many more. Since moving in 1997, the festival has expanded in size with over 85,000 fans attending Bellado, with a mix of bands such as Kasabian, The Kings of Leon and Muse.
I enjoy Rihanna, I like Rihanna. And I like Mumford & Sons, but I don't know, it's meant to be the anniversary and stuff like that, so
It's alright.
I think it's really disappointing the Tea in the Park lineup this year. Like, compared to other years, the headliners, I wouldn't really say they're headliners. Rihanna's a big star. I wouldn't say she's a Tea in the Park headliner. And then you've got Mumford & Sons, that I wouldn't really class as a headline band either. The only band that I'd say are really worthy of a headliner festival is the Killers. It remains to be seen what the rest of the lineup's like.
Yeah, oh my god, Rihanna's going. She's one of my favourite artists. I love all her songs over there. My friends are going as well.
Prices begin at £179. The main headliners are to be Mumford & Sons, Rihanna and the Killers. The festival begins on the 12th of July to the 14th. Jeff Ellis, festival director, said, "It seems only yesterday that the first band took to the stage at Strathclyde Park for an inaugural Tea in the Park in '94. Now, here we are in 2012 announcing two of the world's biggest and best acts to headline our 20th edition." He also said, "We have many more fantastic acts in store for everyone and will announce these next year, but it's shaping up to be one hell of a celebration." There have been many mixed reviews. There are still acts to be announced which may persuade people. Hannah Gibson, UWS News.
Tonight, Celtic entertained Spartak Moscow in the concluding game of Group G in the Champions League. Neil Lennon's men know the importance of a positive result at Celtic Park. Niall reports.
Celtic go into tonight's Champions League group stage decider needing only to better Benfica's result in Barcelona. The Russian opponents will no doubt feel more at home at Celtic Park with the sub-zero temperatures in Glasgow. The crowd at tonight's game will play a pivotal role in setting up a match which will hopefully be another classic European encounter.
60,000 roaring and shouting their heads off for, it's like 12th man for Celtic when they play here in European nights. Don't think there'll be very many Russians here. I've not seen any in Glasgow at the moment, but I certainly think the crowd will certainly go that 12th man to Celtic.
European night at Celtic Park, I think the crowd has a big effect in every game that Celtic play at home, and so do our Barcelona. So this game is very, very important.
Celtic are boosted by the news that captain Scott Brown is available for selection. The only key absentee is standout performer Victor Wanyama. As for Spartak, they'll have pride to play for tonight as they sit at the bottom of the group. Niall Fegan reporting for UWS News.
And finally, students across UWS are preparing for what will be the end of a hard year's work. As we draw closer to the festive season, this is a perfect time of year for students to go out and have a good time. Nicole Lavelle finds out this year's plans.
With the festive party season almost in full swing and only 20 days until Christmas, students are glamming up in preparation for their Christmas parties, the first which is due to happen on Friday. While budgets are tight and exams are underway, students are still determined to have a good time over the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, I'll be heading out with friends, family, going up to Edinburgh for Christmas and stuff, so yeah, it'll be good to be off uni for a few months, just chill, get back into the swing again with friends and stuff, so it'll be good.
Yeah, there's a party at the end of the week on Friday, so we're going to go down there and just spend the rest of the weekend just enjoying ourselves before Christmas.
Like, yeah, Christmas, I might go out like New Year's, Christmas Eve or something, but Christmas Day is usually just family.
Events like the Santa Dash in Glasgow and numerous parties being planned, advice from emergency services and the NHS is to stay safe and have a good Christmas. Nicole Lavelle, UWS News.
And that's all today. From all of us at UWS News, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.